Her live stream, I should say, is a very sad one. This happened a couple days ago when a fellow Uber driver pleaded for her life before she was killed in Monroe, dashcam video shows. Now, obviously, they're not showing us any of this dashcam footage. I don't have this, but they do tell us a transcript of what happened. And thankfully, because of the dash camera, they were able to actually catch and apprehend this guy and bring him up on charges. Now, what really sucks is this is also a third-party rider, okay? Drivers talk about this all the time on how much we hate third-party riders because how are they able to be tracked, traced, or anything else, right? There is a GoFundMe going on for her as well. I put that in the description below for everyone else to see, but I'm going to go ahead and read this. This says this was updated on Friday, February 18th. So this just happened like last week, guys. It says an Uber driver begged for her life and pleaded that she had 4 children before a Penn Hills man fatally shot her during what investigators believe was a robbery attempt, according to a transcript of the dash camera video. Yeah, this is crazy, guys. It says I'm not really good with these words. Allegheny County Police on Wednesday night charged Calvin Crew, 22-year-old piece of in the killing of a 38-year-old Christy Spicuzza, whose body was found in Monroe last weekend. It says Mr. Crew is charged with homicide, robbery, and tampering with evidence. Because while the dash cam was rolling, he tried to rip it out, he tried to throw it away, but they found it. And it says, in a criminal complaint, police describe how Mr. Crew allegedly used his girlfriend's phone to order an Uber and held a gun to Mrs. Spicuzza's head as she begged him to lower the weapon. On a video retrieved from Mrs. Spicuzza's dash cam, investigators saw her arriving to pick up Mr. Crew on February 11th. He entered the vehicle and produced a handgun, pointing it at the back of her head. And this goes for another thing, driver safety. The whole simple fact of they tell drivers, oh, you can't carry weapons, you can't do this, you can't do that. Fuck that. You know damn well I tell you guys all the time, protect yourselves by any means necessary. Carry whatever you need to, as long as it's legal, obviously, if you're going to have a firearm or something. But you know what? Even then, you do what you got to do, guys, to make sure your ass makes it home at the end of the night. He said he told her to keep driving. When she reached back and felt the gun, she responded, "You've got to be joking," the complainant reads. Because, everyone thinks this can't happen to them, but in reality, it can. And that's why all my dash video and everything else that I have on this channel shows drivers exactly what can happen. Now, does this always happen? No, obviously not. But drivers need to be prepared and know that everything ain't rainbows and sunshine, and shit happens. Shit happens to everybody, okay? It doesn't matter who you are, how big you are, how much of a badass you think you are. It can happen to you. So please, guys, never think that it can't. Mr. Crew reiterated that he had a gun, and she told him that she had a family, the complainant says. And his ass said, "I got a family too," Mr. Crew said. "Now drive. I'm begging you. I have 4 kids. She has 4 kids, guys. It says she said at one point, he repeatedly told her to complete the trip. As she again asked him to put the gun down, he kept the gun pointed at the back of her neck. "Please take that off me," she said. He reached forward and took her cell phone off the dashboard. The complaint says, "Do what I say and everything will be all right," he told her. The video ends as Mr. Crew reaches forward and grabs the dash cam. Police found Mrs. Spicuzza of Turtle Creek dead with a single gunshot wound to the head in a wooded area near the 500 block of Rosecrest Drive. According to police, Mr. Crew was arrested shortly before 7 p.m. Thursday. He was arraigned early Friday before District Judge Robert. He was being held without bail, thankfully, at Allegheny County Jail, pending a preliminary hearing on February 25th. So he's going to have his hearing in a couple days here, and hopefully he gets the max. I see someone sent some super chat. If you're going to send anything at all, I prefer you guys just go ahead and send it to the GoFundMe in the description. So that way, it can help her family and everything. I just want to report on this, but I do appreciate it. It says Miss Spicuzza was initially reported missing on February 11th after she failed to return home from picking up Uber fares the previous evening. Several hours before Mrs. Spicuzza's body was spotted by a delivery driver, Pitcairn police found her vehicle in the 500 block of Fort Street. Police found her dashboard camera on Thursday. And on Thursday, when they found it, they were able to find this guy, thankfully. It says the criminal complaint says apparently abandoned near where Mr. Crew requested to be dropped off when he was in her vehicle. The police held a news conference Friday morning to discuss the arrest, saying the dashcam video was essential to attaching Mr. Crew to the crime. Essential, guys. This is why I tell you, have a fucking dash camera, okay? There's even ones that upload straight to the cloud. So no matter what, if they take your dash camera, you still have that video evidence. Someone will be able to give them that damn evidence. Because like they said, it was essential because obviously the girlfriend ordered the Uber. That's right, Jiggling. The girlfriend ordered the Uber. So obviously she'd be like, oh, it wasn't me. You know what I'm saying? I didn't take that ride. And you never know if she's actually going to snitch on her boyfriend or not. Now, this article even says more about that. It says, the county police superintendent Curran said investigators believe Mr. Crew's motivation was to rob her, and the two had no prior connection, as almost always. Police described the circumstances around the alleged killing, including that it involved two people with no shared history, as unusual. Well, sadly, that's what actually happens all the time. I don't know why cops say it's unusual, because it happens everywhere, every single day. I mean, ask any drivers in Chicago. It says, Mr. Crew's girlfriend, 22-year-old Tanya Mullen of Pitcairn, sent him a message saying, I'm not going to jail if we get caught. So that goes to show her ass was in on it too. The complaint reads, police officials refused to comment on the message, and they said they would not speculate on its meaning. I don't think there's much speculation needed for that, for what she said. I'm not going to jail if we get caught. Means she knew damn well what the fuck he intended to do when he ordered that ride. Okay, let's all be honest here. I know common sense isn't as common anymore, but anybody that reads that text would fucking know what's going on. As of Friday afternoon, there were no charges filed against Miss Mullen, which is total BS. It was also unclear whether Miss Mullen's handgun, which she told police went supposedly missing, right? After being brought to a birthday party for a relative. Now, why is she taking the damn gun to a birthday party anyways? But we all know that's bogus BS. When she sent that text, said, I'm not going to jail if we get caught, you know damn well she gave him the gun to go rob the lady. And I don't know why people are trying to rob drivers anyway. We don't carry fucking cash, okay? I don't understand it. I don't know what they expect to get unless they're trying to sell your car. But 99% of drivers don't carry cash unless you have tips. And what are you going to have, guys? What? $10, $20? But the complainant says Miss Mullen told police that Mr. Crew had at one point tried to borrow the gun from her, but he didn't put it in words. Yeah, I'm going to buy that, right? She also responded firmly when police asked if she believed Mr. Crew had the weapon. Yeah, of course she did, because she was trying to cover her ass. Mr. Crew told police in an interview that he had taken the Uber before walking to a Wilkinsburg bus station. From there, he claimed he took a bus to Pitcairn and went to his girlfriend's apartment where he also resides. So he lives with her and everything else. You're going to tell me she didn't know that he took the gun? Give me a break, guys. Police said video surveillance contradicts that narrative, and he is not seen entering a bus from any station. While police had no official statement from Ms. Biscuza's family to share, they said they were glad that someone was charged with her killing. You're damn right. Thankfully, her dash cam was able to lead to this SOB's arrest. And she needs to be charged too. It was her weapon. She knew about it. Her account ordering the ride. Come on now. It says nothing in here about what Uber had to say to anything, which, sad to say, we already know their canned response. We are doing everything to help authorities in this situation, and our condolences to the family. I mean, they say it so much, I know exactly verbatim, but for word on what the hell they're going to say. But this is why I tell people, have your dash camera. It may not save your life. Usually it deters people from doing some crappy shit. But in this case, it was able to at least bring this guy to get arrested because he took the camera, thought he ditched it, but no. So this is why I tell everybody, please get a damn dash camera, okay? Police always take that footage and insurance too. And this is a very sad story. And it sucks. It really sucks reporting on things like this. And this is another reason why I haven't driven in the last 2 years, besides the whole mask thing, because if people are in the back with a mask on, You're not going to be able to see exactly who they are. 90% of the time, they're third-party riders, so they're not even on the account. They can't be held liable for shit. Uber and Lyft need to do something about that. And the whole weapons policy where you shouldn't carry anything, fuck that, okay, guys? I don't give a damn. Carry something. A knife, a screwdriver, a taser, a weapon if you legally can. You need to have something, because I'd much rather be judged by 12 than carried by 6 any day of the week. Any day of the week, because you need to make it home to your family. Your safety is of the utmost importance. Okay, guys? Please, I'm tired of seeing all these stories everywhere about another driver had something happen to them. It sucks. And then, of course, with them dropping the rates and everything else, you want to make it so you risk your life for even more to make even less. It's not even worth it. It's really not. And that's why I tell everybody, these gigs are like a stepping stone to something else, because whether, this could happen to anybody at any time. Even if you were just driving down the street, you could get carjacked and so, anything can happen. But that's why you try to take every step possible to protect yourself. Okay, dash cameras, doors locked, windows up. You got to make sure you have some kind of protection. You have to. You absolutely have to. And use that damn shared feature in the app. Or if you have an iPhone, you make sure that you have the Find My iPhone where other people know where you are. Let people know when you're going out driving. So that way, if you're not home at expected time or something like that, somebody will know something's going on, and it won't take days for the matter to be resolved or someone to find out. I'm going to go through some of these comments here. Y'all, please be careful. Definitely. That's right, Tony. Your safety is priority number one. Skip a dash cam, go to your local gun store and be trained. I mean, you still need a dash cam. You need to have all of it. Everything. Because these companies do not give a flying fuck if something happens to you. Okay? And I wish Uber or Lyft tried to reach out to me and try to say some crap. I'd be like, you know what? Freedom of speech. How about you do something about it? You think they're going to help these families out? Hell no. They can help nobody. We are expendable. A dime a dozen. Third-party rides should either be ended or should require just as much information as the account holder. That is still not enough, but it's something. You're damn right, Bradley. Anybody who doesn't have their own account, they need to make sure they have their photo ID uploaded and everything to that. And they should be showing us the fucking pictures of people that we're picking up. Okay? And none of these fake names and everything else. And yes, both of them need to be arrested. A dash cam and illegal firearm is necessary. You're damn right it is. Camera will not save you. I drove a taxi when Uber came out. I knew this was a bad thing. Basically an opportunity for the bad people to come out. I know, I'm not saying it'll save you, but it can still help. And a lot of times, though, it does deter people from acting stupid. But obviously, if someone wants to do harm to you or do something bad, nothing's going to save you except yourself. The fourth doctor, can you contact the family and tell them that all of us following this channel are sorry about what happened and we will do what we can to support them, whether that's court fees or funeral arrangements. That's why I linked the GoFundMe in the description below. So if anybody wants to help out their family, I think last time I looked at it, they were up to $77,000. But I mean, let's face it, guys. How can you really put a price on someone's life? She's got 4 kids. You know what I'm saying? They no longer will have a mother to grow up with and everything. But at least it's something to help their family. Uber will give the crap response, then lie. How about they care about their drivers? Exactly. They do it all the time. That's why I said I could literally verbatim can say exactly what their response is. Juan, 100% agree. Uber needs to foot the training bill too. Yeah, I mean, they need to do more for drivers. They act like they are. They think they are. Or, I don't know, maybe they don't think they are. But they don't do jack diddly squat to help drivers stay safe. And, of course, there is no training for any of this. You know what I'm saying? You get in the car, you turn your app on, you drive to the pickup location, you take them where they got to go. I mean, it's supposed to be simple. But sadly, people are out there trying to take advantage of everybody, and this is what happens. And yes, sadly, yes, she was murdered. The Uber and Lyft, in the end, though, guys, no matter how many background checks, no matter what goes on, anybody can suddenly just lose their mind and go crazy and everything, okay? There's no stopping that. That's why I'm telling you, you have to protect yourself, okay? You have to take extra steps. Hell, a lot of drivers I know now have the barrier here between. I mean, obviously, not 9 times out of 10, it's not going to be bulletproof, but it's still something. People can't reach around. They can't try to do anything, like they're stuck back there unless they actually, I guess if they have a gun and they shoot you through the thing. But if you're driving and they shoot you while you're driving, they get what they deserve on that too. I quit driving years ago, but you taught me so much and kept me safe. I was in San Francisco. I'm glad to hear that. Why are some drivers being held responsible for the misbehavior of riders? That is a damn good question as well. We don't control what the hell they do. As of now, the girl who owned the gun under any charges, or is she walking freely? She is walking freely as of right now, Juan. And it is total BS, especially after that text and stuff where, if you get caught, I'm not going down with you. Like, what the flying fuck? And it was her weapon. He went back to her house afterwards. It's crazy. And yes, anyone can get in the car for a ride, but as a driver, you have to have almost perfect record. Yeah, it does blow my mind on that as well. And I like I said, they have the dash camera footage. I haven't seen any footage of any of that out there. And I hate, if I did find the footage, guys, I hate to say it, but I wouldn't post that footage, okay? I do have a line that I would draw. I wouldn't be posting that kind of footage. But I don't think they're going to release that anyways. That's why I only do delivery. Don't want anyone in the car. Be safe out there. I agree with you, David, and a lot of people do delivery. But remember, guys, you also are at risk when you're doing delivery. So please, still carry your taser, weapon, knife, whatever the hell with you when you're doing your deliveries. Because as soon as you get out of that car, you don't know what's going to run out and try to jump you or something. Because I've also had videos, we've talked about people getting killed doing food deliveries. So no matter what. I mean, and obviously, yeah, in everyday life, anything can happen at any time. I could be sitting here right now, somebody try to run up on me. But I mean, obviously, I'm always looking around. It's just a habit for me. If you're in a car, you're in anything, you always have to be paying attention 24/7. I quit after being held at knife point. If it weren't for video, Uber would never have believed me. They still didn't give a shit. Damn, Chris. Hopefully you sent that to the police and that guy or woman, whoever that was, got what they deserved. Malapis said, hidden dash cam that my wife can watch live at any moment. Multiple tracking in my vehicle, including an AirTag, pepper spray, and if all else fails, we both driving into a tree and let the big guy decide. I heard that, man. But yeah, that's why I tell everybody, please, try to use all that other stuff out there, guys. You have to. I mean, the features in the app, that can help, people tracking you is great. But also, if you have an iPhone, that's Find My iPhone. Let people know when you're going to go out, when you're expected to be home, okay? But above all, when you're in the car and you're actually driving, if it's dark, you're doing a night shift and everything else, it is hard to see what's going on. And that's why I say have the dash camera night vision, because you can always look up and your dash camera, makes everything bright so you can see what's going on. And like me in my van, I have a mirror here, the mirror here, the mirrors to the side, the dash camera rolling, and it sucks. And if people, that's why, like personally, when I'm pick up somebody and it's one rider, and they try to get behind me, I'm like, no, man, can you scoot over? And, they ask me why, or whatnot. And I'm like, I just feel safer. I don't like it when someone's just by themselves sitting behind me. You know what I'm saying? And that way you can also smile for the camera. And in saying that, some people are like, oh, don't like cameras and everything else. But fuck them. They don't like a camera. Cancel, get another ride. I will collect my money and keep it going and keep it moving. Because if someone doesn't like the camera, odds are they could be some of those people that, are going to try to do something. So don't give a damn what anybody says. And obviously, you're one party in two party states. Okay, everybody needs to have a camera, but if you're in a two-party state, you need to have a sticker somewhere. Like I have a sticker right there from when I was in Florida that says, you were being recorded as soon as you get in this vehicle. And if you don't like it, too fucking bad. Okay, I don't give a damn what you like. I care what I like and making it back home. And if someone does have something, you're going to put them on blast. That's just how that goes. But I just wanted to bring this to everyone's attention. I know, like I said, this happens all the time, but this has been a big thing going on. And then the fact of it's just a perfect example of a third-party rider. The things drivers hate the most. Because let's think about it, guys. Like literally 90% of all the bad rides, even my dash camera videos you guys have seen, have all been from third-party riders. That just goes to show how fucking crazy it is out there. But yes, Uber, Lyft, they need to start doing a little something extra to help make it so these people can be caught. Because like they said, if this lady did not have her dash camera, odds are this guy would have got away scot-free. And they would have never have known what was going on about this. I knew you would soon doing live about it. Yeah, there's been a lot of things going on, and I haven't been doing many lives about it to help remind people, but I'm trying to change that and trying to make sure everybody knows. If you're out there driving, whether it could be good and fun, and I hope nothing ever happens to anyone, but I just want people to make sure they're not in the mindset of, it can't happen to me. I'm a badass. I know what to do and all. It can always happen to you. It can happen to anybody. It can happen to me. You know what I'm saying? It can happen to anybody. And that's why I'm still not going out there to drive at all until the fucking mask mandate is off. Okay? Because I'll be damned if something's going to go down and then they can't at least see who the hell the person was. Oh, getting thirsty now. The only people who wear a mask are sick people and bank robbers. Uber needs to change their business model fast. They need to change a lot of things fast, guys. A lot of things. Hey, Dustin, we all do our part in driving people be safe. It's always a gamble if you're going to be safe. Yeah, sadly, every time you get in that car to go out there to do your deliveries or pick up people, you're literally rolling the dice. Okay, and hopefully you never crap out. But as you can see, sadly, it does happen to some people. And you just never know who it is. It could be like the nicest, sweetest person ever. They could look, like professional or anything else. You just don't know. That's why they say don't judge a book by its cover, but always think when someone gets in your vehicle that they're not your friend and anything could happen. You know what I'm saying? I mean, try to always have a good ride and everything else, and just be you, but never let your guard down at any times for any reason. I don't give a damn if it's a hot woman, you know what I mean? Some sexy dude, whatever you're into, do not let your guard down for nothing at any time. Yeah, what this guy did, and I hope he gets the book. I'm glad he has no bail, but his girlfriend needs to be charged as well. I found a great deterrent being blasted the music as loud as you can. Something annoying like a shriek or siren. Oh, yes, definitely. If people refuse to get out of your car, your best thing to do is immediately go ahead and call the police or, threaten to call the police. But you might as well just start dialing, and usually when they hear that, they'll get out. If not, blast the music at the same time. If it's cold outside, roll those windows down, blast them with some cold air. Uber and Lyft are publicly traded companies, meaning that their loyalty is an investor's money, so they would do anything to protect and increase their profits. Yep, sadly, that is true. The link to her GoFundMe is in the description of this video. When I end the live, you should be able to see it better. I'm going to go ahead and space it, make it better, and probably also comment and pin it to the top comment so you guys can see it also. But hopefully this guy and his girlfriend get what they deserve, because it is total BS. Deborah, the rideshare professor on YouTube is putting together a nationwide strike against Uber and Lyft for safety. He has covered this tragedy more than the media. Yeah, I mean, there's been so many strikes and everything, but they don't care. And sadly, unless everyone strikes, they just don't work. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm not knocking what he's doing. More power to him. I hope he can get it to work. He is in San Francisco where, a lot more drivers and everything is. But honestly, in my opinion, they just don't work. They don't do anything, nothing. Have we ever gotten anything from it? You know what I'm saying? Besides tips. But, I mean, they had to eventually add tips because Lyft already had tips. But other than that, we haven't gotten jack diddly squat from anything happening. I would think anybody law enforcement would see the negligent gun owner a hazard to the public. Yeah, it's crazy. But I'm telling you guys, please, for the love of all that's holy, you need to make sure you protect yourselves and stay vigilant and alert at all times, okay? I don't give a damn if you have a taser, a screwdriver, a mag light, a knife. Do what you need to do, guys, okay? You need to. And like I said, I mean, people can strike, but unless everybody in the U.S. stopped driving for like a week, they're not going to listen to us. They're just not. It's not going to happen. Vigilance, I have GPS app on my phone, and my boyfriend can see my location, and I have to call him every hour. Hey, that's smart. That's smart. Don't let nobody tell you otherwise. Anything to make sure you are safe, guys. And please keep your doors locked. Make them come to your window and make sure they are your passenger. That is absolutely right. And if possible, you know, usually when you pull up, they're on the passenger side anyway, so you just roll your window down a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Say, ask your driver's name. You know, they tell you your name, you say their name. Some people like to do it reversed, whatever, but that's how people can lie and try to say it. That, you know, if you say, hey, are you Jennifer? They can just be like, yeah, I'm Jennifer. And then you get in the car, and then you're like, oh, well, that's not my location. Then you have to go through a whole bullshit spiel. So personally, for me, from what I found was the easiest, you had them say your name. Because if they know your fucking name, odds are that you're a passenger. Okay? How often have you called the cops on riders? I only had to call the cops on riders twice, and that's because they were passed out drunk and wouldn't get the fuck out of my car. I couldn't wake them up. I blasted it and everything else, but I don't touch them. Never touch the passengers, guys. Never, never, never. You live in Philly? No, I'm live in New Jersey. I don't live in Philly. I live in Jersey. Stay safe, Dustin. I'll be watching you grow more as the years go on. Thanks, Marine. I appreciate that. I protect myself every time I drive. Damn right, Ted. Uber is too sketchy of a job. I mean, they can be. You know what I'm saying? You go to places probably you normally wouldn't drive to pick up people sometimes. But, you know, that's what the job entails. I won't be. It worked in UK. We better sinking each other's tight and persistent. In UK, yeah. But, you know, in America, I'm sure you know, man, things are way different over here. Everybody thinks they're right. Man, come on, man. Why do you that, man? Just finish him and finish his girlfriend and go home. Yeah, it was, oof. Get a body alarm. They're so loud. Can you carry as an Uber driver? Legally, it's against their terms of service as Uber and Lyft drivers. You're not allowed to have any kind of weapon. But I say, fuck that. Do you protect you? Because they don't care about you. So why should you care about that one thing? Because you know what? Nobody's going to know you have a weapon unless you need to actually use it. So carrying it with you is not going to get you technically deactivated unless you had to actually use it. And at that point, if you have to use it, who gives a flying fuck about being deactivated? Looking for the best cam? There's so many different cameras out there. The best cam to have, though, no matter what it is dual dash cam and night vision. That is what you need. I think everyone should have something. No matter what it is, you need to have something. Someone say Lyft is better. Lyft is not better, okay? They're the exact same damn thing. Please don't let anybody fool you on thinking one is better than the other. You still go to the same places with both of them. They're the exact same, and they both give the exact amount of fucks if something happens to you, which is 0. 0. They do not care at all. What's going on, Sebastian? Hey, I saw the title. Sorry if you already mentioned it. What exactly happened? What happened is some guy took his girlfriend's phone, ordered a ride, robbed the lady. She begged for her life, and he still ended up killing her. He tried to get rid of the dash cam. They found the dash camera. Thankfully, they found the dash camera because the dash camera actually identified the guy, and they were able to catch him and charge him. They should be charging his girlfriend too, but sadly they have not at this moment. But hopefully, after further whatever magical investigations everyone does, when they already have the transcript and the text of everything, it's pretty common sense that she needs to be charged as well because she was an accessory. She was in on it. They used her account, her phone, her gun. Well, how the hell is she not tied in with this? I remember when that college student, Samantha Joseph, got into a car that she thought was her Lyft, and it ended up being a killer. Yes, that was very sad as well, but sadly, at the same point, that was the rider's fault, okay? I'm not trying to take away what happened to her or anything, but that was her fault for getting into a car that was not the actual driver when she had all the information in the palm of her hand. You know what I'm saying? She might have been drunk, tipsy. That sucks, and that was, also her fault. But, I mean, obviously it was the dude's fault for doing what he did as well. Don't get me wrong, guys. But, yeah. People need to pay attention to their apps. Riders have all of our information, and we have jack diddly squat about the passenger. Your comment on every, every single short. That's because I watch them. I'm a normal person just like you. I see those comments all the time. You're commenting on everything. Well, sometimes I go down the shorts rabbit hole, just like people go down the TikTok rabbit hole. You know what I'm saying? It just happens. And if I watch the video and I like it and I want to say something, I comment. Uber should block the back seat off like in a cop car. A lot of people do have the barriers up. They really do. What do you think about Jalen Hurts? Give him another year? Maybe. But I don't want to talk about football and all that. This is why I'm picky of where I've been going lately in the LA area. I also stopped driving at night because I don't like the masks that don't really allow us to see what is. That's exactly right, Sebastian. And everyone knows, I mean, it can happen during the day as well, don't get me wrong. But obviously at night is, when a lot of bad things happen and people think they can get away with things a lot easier. So yes, your risk of something bad happening does go up at night. Regarding firearms, carry it concealed and the permits for the states you'll be in. In the D.C. area, I have Virginia, DCPA, UT permits. Still can't get into Maryland because of their laws. But even then, if you can't carry it there, have something with you. How a person can invite any Tom, Dick, or Harry into their private space without knowing them is quite the risk versus reward gamble. This is sadly true. Now, back in 2016, it was more of a reward for the risk because we got paid a whole hell of a lot more. A whole hell of a lot more back in the day. Now you still got even higher risk for less reward, and that's why I tell drivers, it ends up not being worth it. And that's why I say these apps, all of them, the food deliveries and the rideshare, are all a stepping stone to something else. Okay? Please, always, always try to do something else. How many times have you been pulled over by the cops? 4 times while I was out there driving Uber. But they all let me know. They let me go when I tell them I'm pulling up to pick up the drunks for them. And yes, plus gas is $4 a gallon, so it makes it even not, worth it even more. Yes, some bear or pepper spray will definitely get people out of your fucking car. That's why it's important for people not to let the perp take you away. Police say you have a better rate of survival if you stay where you are. And that could be true. And, if something's happening too, your best bet, crash into a fucking wall. Like someone said in here. If we're going to go, we're going out on my terms. Uber should pay for bulletproof glass. Uber needs to do a lot of things. And a lot of drivers, though, also, when you say that, they don't want the barrier. Because these are our cars. These aren't Uber and Lyft's cars. And do you want to be driving around all the time with a permanent freaking bulletproof glass thing there? You know what I'm saying? Like, I have 4 kids, so I have the wife, 4 kids. Can't be having all that here. But Uber and Lyft need to take care of these people. You know what I'm saying? These drivers that have had this happen to them, they need to step in. They have all this money and everything else. Well, you know what? They need to be throwing some to these families. Lives are great. What's this guy and his girlfriend did is total negative ghostwriter. You're damn right it is. And hopefully they never get free. I bought a rideshare partition for $400. Yeah, a lot of people do have them, but those ones aren't, bulletproof or anything. What's going on, Fry Guy? I used to drive Uber. Now I do cop watching. Hey. It's probably a little safer than driving Uber. But again, guys, this is why I tell you, please, have a dash camera. It may not save your life, but it sure as hell can help catch something, catch the people that do anything wrong. What the fuck was that? But it can definitely help apprehend any kind of criminals if something goes down in your car. Plus, it also corroborates your story. Because if you are carrying a weapon, hopefully like you should be, and something goes down and you have to use it, you can show that you were, you were rightfully defending yourself. What's going on, Marine? Yeah, I feel like it's 8 years down the drain. That's why martial arts is handy to protect yourself when you can help others too. That is true. Another good idea is have someone with you until your ride comes, even if it's just you using your ride for someone with you to confirm you're going with a legit driver. Technically you're not allowed to have anybody ride with you, but I would almost like to think right now you might get away with that in a certain point because, the front seat's supposed to stay empty. We're not having any passengers up here. So I don't know if if you had somebody with you, odds are they're going to report you, though. Your passenger reports you and be like, I felt uncomfortable because they had somebody with them and they were maybe thinking you were going to rob them or some crap. So it's like you're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't. But you need to have cameras everywhere in your car. And hell, you know what? For those that, can't afford a camera, get the damn stickers anyways so people think they're still being recorded, even if they're not. Because like I tell you, it is a deterrent, And it can help, but obviously if someone wants to do harm to you, they're going to do some, it's going to happen no matter what. If you have a camera, a weapon, you can have everything and something still goes down. But at least give the people the thought of at least you have a camera, even if you don't. So have your stickers posted everywhere. Bro, Uber might need their hand slapped again with another big lawsuit like they had pushed Prop 22. Yeah, they do need a lawsuit for all this. It's all getting out of hand. They're allowing this to keep happening. You know what I'm saying? They should stop allowing these third-party riders unless they're actually on the fucking account. And even then, I mean, get your own damn account. Once I've learned during Uber, tell your passengers you do it as a side hustle, not your only source of income. Tips were far better. I mean, yeah, there's always little tricks and stuff you can say something, to help get extra tips. And I've made tons of videos on that. Part 2 is needed on this. Yeah, when something else comes out, I'll definitely report on it. I have a cam that's hidden, one for that it can be seen, and one that is hidden. Oh, there you go. That's even better. My dash cam paid for itself in the first month. Dash cams in general, they're worth it. And guess what, guys? They're a fucking tax write-off, okay? So if you buy a dash camera, no matter how much expensive, whatever it is, write it off on your taxes, okay? Dustin, if you want another great feature video, check the video posted this morning. All right, Ted, I appreciate that, man. Yeah, I have another video and a short I'm about to post out here in the next hour that I did yesterday. But yeah, I'll make sure I check that out, Ted. I appreciate that. I've been driving for Uber and Lyft 6 years. No crazy stories to tell. 25K rides. You are one lucky SOB, Jose. And I hope it continues for you, bro. And if something does happen, obviously, let me know. Hopefully you have a dash camera as well. Cameras are cheap or go live on every ride. Sadly, you cannot live stream your rides. There was a thing that happened before. If you live stream your rides and you get caught or whatever, they will deactivate you as well. But, if you don't give a damn about that, then hey, do you. But definitely always make sure somebody knows where you are and when you're supposed to be back. And, like some people have already said, they'll be checking in with their significant others or somebody else just to let them know, hey, I'm good. Everything's going well. I had a 4.92 out of 5-star rating. That's what's up. You ever had a bad rider to where you had to defend yourself yet? I've been hearing ever since Uber and Lyft came to fruition that has been deaths from third-party riders with no compensation for you. There's no compensation at all for anybody. And me, myself, no, I have never had to actually get physical with anybody because, I'm 6'3", I don't know, I'm a cool person and all, but I've never had anybody, get really, really bad. I've had some that got, out of hand, but they were drunk. And that's the first thing I say to them. You're drunk. I'm not. You lose before we even start, bro. Plus, I make sure I protect myself as well. Never tell anybody what you use for your protection, guys. Just make sure you have it for when you need it. Because it's always better to have it and not need it than need it and not have it. All right, Sebastian, be safe out there, man. Why is that a third-party ride can? I think everyone definitely needs their own account, no exceptions. Because I guess, some people don't have a credit card or something. But that's not our problem. If you don't have a damn credit card, order a damn taxi. Any word from Gio? Nope. I have no clue what has happened to that dude. You're a very good speaker. You ever thought about being professional public speaking? No, I swear too much. And even in this, I try to not cuss as much, but especially when things piss me off, I just give zero fucks. Putting your profile on the app that you have a dash cam if Uber does not tell riders that you have one when they order a ride. Sometimes people will cancel if they know you have a camera. Good. You're damn right, Robin. That's actually a good idea. I never really thought about that. And the description, guys, yeah, you guys should do that in your apps saying that you have a dash camera. And if they don't like it, they can cancel and get another ride. Ring said they're coming out with a car cam live. Yeah, I have heard about that as well. Does your shirt say, I used to be a people person, but then people ruined me? No, it said, I used to be a people person, but then people ruined it. Because a lot of people suck. A lot of people do suck. Taxis run a higher risk of not tracking them. Yeah, can you carry legally working for Uber? No, Suze, I answered that. Technically, no, you cannot. But fuck that. You need to protect yourselves by any means necessary at all times. Hey, Tony Romo. Oh, there's always got to be one. Haven't been here in a while. Good stuff, man. Tony Romo. Go Eagles! A friend posted signs in her car that read, "Smile for the camera, it's a deterrent." Damn right, and that's smart of her to do. I drive in Delaware County. I feel safer on the mainland near Vanilla University area, and if I end up in Jersey at night. Yeah, it's crazy anywhere, guys. Can you refuse to take your rider to a location if you know the destination is in a rough area? Technically, you're not supposed to do that because that's destination discrimination, but, like I said, it's your ride, it's your car, it's your rules of the road, If you don't want to take somebody there, you can tell them that, but make sure you try to say it in a way that, doesn't seem like you're just trying to destination discriminate them. Make up a story, say you got to go somewhere else. I can't take that ride, cancel it, you know what I mean? Do whatever you got to do. Do you make more doing YouTube or Uber? YouTube. Uber. Can you guys imagine? She was pleading for her life to the very last. Please don't kill me. Yeah, it's very sad. And that's why, like I said, I put the link to her GoFundMe in the description. In the description, guys, so that way everyone can see it. And when I end this, I'm going to go ahead and go back and make the pinned comment also have the GoFundMe page as well. So if anybody wants to help out her family, I'm sure they would greatly appreciate it. Because like I said, Uber and Lyft are not going to help anybody at all whatsoever. They do not care. All right, guys, let me go ahead and end this. I'm talking too much. My voice is, I need a drink. All the drinks are in the house. You're an independent contractor. You have the right to refuse any ride you want. Just don't be stupid and say you don't want to ride because you're going or who you're taking. That's exactly right, Boss Man Bob. Use common sense about it, guys. What's going on, Kayleen? That's already a thing with Uber, letting passengers know you have a dash cam. Good, and they should. Dustin, I almost got carjacked in Chicago for the third time. I was in East Inglewood. Damn, I've heard it bad out there, JP. You need to be careful. You know about this stuff, bro. You definitely need to be careful out there. What's going on, Marine? See you in the shorts and comments. Yes, I do comment. I'm a normal person just like you, and I watch videos and make comments as well. I guess there is a thing out there where I could hide my check mark or something or whatever if I want to, but why would I try to hide anything? I ain't got nothing to hide. What's going on, Joe? Yep, this is very, very sad. You guys should probably maybe talk about something like this as well, Joe. And her GoFundMe for her and her family is in the description as well if you guys want to, do something, a segment or something on that. I know you do different things. No life insurance? I don't know if she had that or not, but still, there's still a GoFundMe there. You know what I'm saying? I mean, honestly, guys, let's face it. You can't put a price on someone's life. You really can't. Uber's community guidelines say that the drivers and riders can't carry while using the app. However, it also says something to effect according to your state laws and regulations. Yeah, they say that. And you know why they put that in there? That is because of what happened in Florida when a cop got pulled over, when something tried to happen with a cop and the cop actually pulled out his weapon and fired it. He didn't get deactivated, which is very surprising. But he was a cop and it's Florida. Florida's a stand your ground state. Hey, what's up, Joe? I appreciate you joining, man. I appreciate that. Scope King, we don't get paid enough for life insurance. Good to see you. Good to see you too, JP. I'm in Chicago and I don't hesitate to avoid rough areas. I don't blame you, Scope. I do not blame you at all. How many points of ID are there on an Uber or Lyft driving vehicle? What, they show our face, our name, our make, model of the vehicle, our license plate number. They have everything possible to know that we are their driver. We have zero to know that they are our rider. Not a picture, not a name, nothing. Nada. That's a negative Ghost Rider. When I drove riders, I drive only in tourist and business areas, and during the day, many drivers were being carjacked at night. Yeah, like I said, a lot of things happen at night, guys. A lot of things. So if you're going to drive at night, that is when your risk of something happening, to me personally, increases. But again, if anybody wants to help out our family or anything, I'm going to leave that in the description below, and I'm going to pin it to the top. But I'm going to go ahead and get off on this, guys. I might go live again tomorrow or something. We'll see what's up. But I'm going to try to do more lives and everything. I know I've kind of been away from doing that the last 6 months. But going to try new year, new things. Then the rider claims if we don't drive him to the hood, Yeah, I mean, they can, but, you know, no matter what, if you deny somebody, they're obviously going to get mad that you denied them, and they can make up anything anyways. You know what I'm saying? It just doesn't matter. You're damned if you do, damned if you don't sometimes. But you know what? Always go with your gut, guys. Always go with your gut. And if you don't feel like it's a good situation or you don't want to go there or something, then don't. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, Uber on or don't. Just don't do it. But yes, these are your cars, your vehicles. You're an independent contractor. We have the right to decline any ride we want. You know, just like stores and stuff have the right to refuse service. So can you. You just got to make sure you do it correctly. All right, guys, please, everyone, be safe out there. Make sure you're staying vigilant. Have your damn dash cameras. You know what I'm saying? Carry your protection. Doors locked. Windows up. Make sure you're safe, guys, because it's up to you. In the end, no one's going to be able to help you but you. Nobody. So make sure you do what you need to do to make it back home. But all right, guys, please be safe. Again, check the description below for the family's GoFundMe, and the pinned comment will have that as well in a couple minutes after this uploads. Please be safe. Do your thing. Get your money. Don't take shit from anybody. And until next time, guys, Uber and Lyft on or don't. Peace out, everybody.